Meta and Microsoft soar on record earnings and AI investment boom. Q2 financial year 25. Brace yourself for some big news. Tech giants Meta and Microsoft have both skyrocketed on the stock market, fueled by remarkable earnings as they more aggressively invest in AI. But here's where it gets controversial. Are these massive expenditures on artificial intelligence infrastructure really the best course of action? Let's dive in. Meta surged 11% and Microsoft went up 4% following their recent earnings announcements. Both reported better than anticipated top and bottom lines. Behind these positive numbers lies an important detail. Each company is pouring billions into AI capabilities and has signaled it will keep spending heavily in this arena. In simpler terms, capital expenditures, money allocated to building and upgrading data centers, servers, and other physical assets, appears set to rise even further. Consider Meta's forecast. The company now projects capital expenditures between $66 billion and $72 billion for the full year, nudging up the lower end from its previous range of $64 billion to $72 billion. Microsoft also feels the pull of AI-related infrastructure, anticipating capital expenses plus finance leases to exceed $30 billion in its fiscal first quarter, significantly above analyst expectations of around $24.23 billion. So who gains from this? Citi analysts suggest that chipmakers are positioned to benefit the most. Microsoft is responsible for about 8% of AMD's revenue, while Meta accounts for roughly 2% of Broadcom's total sales. According to these analysts, increased AI spending by Meta and Microsoft could boost demand for those vendors' advanced chips. But this is the part most people miss. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg isn't just spending money, he's actively seeking new AI talent. This strategy recently took center stage when Meta invested $14.3 billion into the data labeling specialist Scale AI, and introduced a new Meta Superintelligence Labs division. Morgan Stanley analysts commend Meta's strong performance, yet they harbor some reservations that Zuckerberg's ventures might be moving too quickly and too lavishly. In their view, while Meta's impressive core revenues are more than compensating for these ambitious AI outlays, there's genuine concern that the pace of investing could catch up with them if the superintelligence unit doesn't pan out as hoped. Meanwhile, Microsoft continues to see itself as a key player in generative AI. According to Barclays analysts, its investment in AI infrastructure seems to be paying off, and they anticipate ongoing momentum in upcoming quarters. The company's fiscal fourth quarter revenue hit $76.44 billion, an 18% year-over-year increase, and net income jumps to $27.23 billion, up significantly from the previous year's $22.04 billion. Meta has equally impressive numbers, reporting $47.52 billion in second quarter revenue, which marked a 22% year-over-year gain. Its net income rose 36% in the same period, reaching $18.34 billion. Despite or perhaps because of these massive investments in AI, both Meta and Microsoft appear well-positioned to remain leaders in the tech world. And this is the part that could spark debate. Are these runaway spending sprees on AI certain to pay off, or do they risk tying up too many resources in unproven endeavors? It raises an interesting question. Should we applaud this fierce commitment to innovation or question the potentially excessive gamble on superintelligence? Let us know your thoughts. Do you think Meta and Microsoft have the right strategy? Or is this AI bet too big? We'd love to hear your opinions. Stock market update, July 31st, 2025. Dow SP drop, Nasdaq flat. Microsoft Meta soar. Stock market news from July 31st, 2025. Dow, SP 500 fall, Nasdaq flat. Microsoft, Meta, more movers. PCE inflation report. Figma IPO key events. 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. 2 hours ago. 2 hours ago. 3 hours ago. 6 hours ago. 7 hours ago. 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago. Pinned post. More than 2/3 of the S&P 500's members are falling today, but Microsoft and Meta platforms are keeping the index afloat. The market benchmark was down 0.1%, moving in and out of negative territory. The Nasdaq composite was up 0.1% after briefly turning negative. The Dow was down 161 points, or 0.4%. Microsoft shares were still up 4%, while Meta surged 12%. Results from both firms had the S&P and Nasdaq on track for record highs before some profit-taking and worries about the economy overpowered the boost from the tech titans' results. Apple and Amazon will also need to keep the ball rolling when they report right after the close. The rest of the market was struggling after the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation gauge, the core personal consumption expenditures price index, rose at a 2.8% annual rate. The elevated inflation reading lowered odds of a September rate cut. The Invesco S&P 500 equal weight ETF, a proxy for breadth because it counts every S&P 500 stock the same, was down 0.5%. Morning bid, Megacaps surge, dollar surge cools. Megacaps are igniting a market fire, but will the Fed's cooling touch douse it? Let's cut through the noise and break down what's moving markets right now. First, the megacap machinery. Microsoft and Meta's jaw-dropping earnings reports have sent Wall Street into a frenzy. Their late Wednesday results revealed soaring revenues fueled by AI investments and cloud dominance, driving shares up 9% and 12% in after-hours trading. Microsoft's valuation is now knocking on $4 trillion door, while Meta's ad sales bought them some breathing room despite hefty tech spending. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this AI-driven growth pattern mask deeper challenges? Meanwhile, the dollar's bull run is cooling, sort of. After hitting 2-month highs mid-week, the greenback gave back some gains, as the Fed signaled it's not rushing to follow through on rate cuts. Why? Fed Chair Powell made it clear they're ignoring political pressure to prioritize economic data. This has traders recalibrating bets. September rate cuts now look like a coin toss, with year-end easing hopes trimmed to 35 basis points. But take note, today's inflation and employment data could flip that script again. Global central banks are playing a tricky balancing act. The Bank of Japan just revised up GDP and inflation targets, opening the door to another rate hike this year. Japan's shift could strengthen the yen, but it's a tightrope walk. In Europe, the US-EU energy deal has sparked heated debates. While buying $750 billion in American gas offers short-term relief, critics warn it deepens reliance on US resources just as the continent becomes more dependent on Chinese green tech. That's a double-edged sword in the making. Trade tensions remain a wild card. With Friday's tariffs deadline looming, Trump's revised stance on South Korea, lowering threatened tariffs to 15%, signals tactical negotiations. But don't be fooled. Brazil still faces 50% tariffs in targeted sectors. India's battling 25% duties, and China remains locked in an uneasy détente. The most unexpected twist? Trump's copper tariff backtrack, which sent prices plunging nearly 20% after watered-down restrictions. This could be a strategic ploy to avoid supply chain chaos ahead of elections. And this is the part most people miss. Trade wars might inadvertently push Europe toward more monetary easing. Why? If US tariffs suppress import prices, the ECB could face pressure to cut rates aggressively to combat a cooling economy. It's a ripple effect that could challenge the Fed's hawkish stance. Today's key events will test these dynamics. US PCE inflation data and employment costs are the big-ticket items. Meanwhile, earnings from Amazon and Apple could reinforce or undermine the megacap momentum. Investors are on high alert. Should they ride the AI wave, or is this just another speculative bubble? The chart of the day tells a telling story. Big tech's AI spending has reached record levels, but returns are improving faster. Microsoft, Meta, Alphabet, and Amazon are all beneficiaries of this trend. But let's ask the hard question. Is this sustainable for average investors? Alright, Where do you stand? Should central banks prioritize growth or inflation? Do you think the megacap boom is just getting started, or is it heading for a correction? Share your predictions in the comments.